Hey, what's up, guys? Gulliver here. Uh, there's a little bit of few changes that happened in the game. Uh, I want to mention to you guys in this update of this week. One of the things that I have realized, but I'm not sure if it's meant to be because it's not in the patch notes kind of thing. It's They have updated Transmetal to Megatron. It's changed drastically. Like it was 7+3, now it's 6+2. It's like a bless for me because I was feeling that was too heavy. Like 7+2 was like perfect the way it was, but like 6+2 now with the decrease on the SA11, I think that's kind of fair to be honest. I actually realized this yesterday before I was lipping. I was like with my phone close to bed, and I was like, "Why is my Megatron costing 8?" And I was like, "What is going on?" And I was like so confused because first they have like fixed the animation of Flying Inferno. They have returned the dragon. I think that other one that was touched as well was no, they didn't fix Cutthroat, sadly, but they have fixed a lot of like little things, a lot of buggies in the game. I think that's okay to be honest for the most part. Most of them I haven't really realized before, but I wanted to mention that I am like I kind of have mixed feelings about certain changes in the game. I haven't watched any video talking about it, not because there is no video talking about this specific change, but I haven't been seeing too much Transformers content. I was like trying to make more things by myself. Mainly before making a video. So one of the things that I have saw was that there is an update that every single elemental thing now gives at 95% of protection, not 100% anymore. So this goes to anti-fire, this goes to the anti-electric zone. That's not lightning rod zone anymore. I was glad because it was so mad because it wasn't the right name, but I was always calling that anyway. The old anti aqua, that's now anti cryo, is 95%. And I have mixed feelings about it. I believe that mainly with I think that the most impact this has is the anti-fire and anti-aqua and the anti-electric. The anti-acid is normally just a bonus if you think about it. Normally what people do most of the time that I see is that they use slingshot slash acid storm, like normally a higher level one, a higher level no, or with the chase ordnance on to pop build bots. Mine is so decently upgraded. I not even realized that before. That is almost taking off just with the fire damage, regardless of the acid. The build bot by itself, which is 5k 300 if I remember correctly, 5800. So a couple extra levels, I think that would be okay to do. So what I think that most people do is to like place the acid together with the fire in the middle of the map, like my base does, just to be like, if it tries to take off the anti-acid or the anti-fire, the anti-fire is 100% immune, and if it tries to take off the anti-acid, is neutralizing the acid, so it means that it's not going to make enough damage just with the fire, so the build bot survives. And you have to waste extra stuff to kill 100% the build bot. So that's like a good thing. So it neutralizes one of the most versatile bots, being Slingshot, which I think is really cool. But now, with the 95% protection, you could try to overwhelm and overpower the build bot with the element he's protecting and beating it up anyway. Which, like, I feel that before, mainly with T2 and Leo Prime, I think it was balanced to be 100% protection, because the fire was so huge, and it was like, it was. I think that the problems was not the damage that it was doing, but was the spreaded area that it was catching. So I think that was kind of fair to have a build bot with 100% protection, and actually I would be actually okay if the protection of the build bot wasn't even increased even further, to be honest, just to kind of balance it up, like 95% damage resistant on the build bot, and the other ones having like 60% fire damage resistant as well. I would be definitely okay with that, to like kind of balance it up. I normally, when they like switch a little bit the things up like this, they normally try to balance it up, like buffing the other aspect of the thing, which I'm really surprised they haven't done. Like, it's like would be like completely fine, to be honest. So what I think about it is like, okay, but how much damage will it be necessary to kill an anti-fire build bot with something like T2 Max, for example? You can calculate that. Is it worth investing that much? Because the anti-fire is going to be with the heavy guys already. Like, now, I think that T2 is kind of in the middle ground. I'm not sure if this change of 6+2 is going to stick. So I think that from 2 to 3+3, something like that, it's like kind of the cheap stuff. 4+4, 4+3, 5, 6+2, 3, it's like the middle ones. And then the higher things are like 7+ something is the like highly expensive ones. Like, that's kind of my measure and stuff. So I'm not sure how much it's going to be worth investing in this overpowering thing on the build bot. And like, there's so many build bot clearers right now that I'm not sure if that's going to be a huge. I think that build bots on itself, mainly the elemental ones, wasn't actually the problem. I think that the problem was that in wars, mainly, if the guy has like 4 anti-fire ones, like, I think that I have showed more than once, the Yoda guy and other guys use a lot of anti-fire. I think that freeze. I see some bases using like 4 of the anti-fire. Let me see how much of the anti-fire he's using. So 2 right now. So like the lack of the need for the anti-fire ones, like, definitely on evidence right now. Let me see if there's a 4th one. The 3rd one. Yeah, the 3rd one's here. So I think that definitely says a lot. To be honest, because I think that first, there's no need for just a syndrome, an anti-fire syndrome right now, like a panic on the elemental, like how it was before. Before, like, if you didn't use anti-fire one, like, you're kind of crazy. I am not a defender on. I wasn't a defender on my ally when I was using like. When I was playing like on like Prime League, close to Prime League stuff. But if I was, I would definitely go investing on investing on the second anti-fire build bot for sure. It's kind of mandatory, to be honest, on the high tier stuff. And I think that honestly, the most important thing to kind of balance it up the game itself is like that. Something that they do is like they don't just nerf one thing; they buff the same thing, like to kind of like hurt the thing that's doing the most, but doing something that it lacks a little bit and make like a balance between the things. So that's kind of cool. Another thing, I'm still very, very, very in doubt in the warrior scenario that we have. Which one's the better one, the best one? Talking about the Russian warriors, I have explained all my theories, all my reasons behind everything. So I don't think that another fire one would be like relevant to the team because I already have fire in this aspect. People love nosecone because they reflect damage and because of the smashing walls. But because it goes kind of slow, and I love the tech of my Chronos with double crosser on the Russian warriors. But for that to work, your Russian warrior must insta go to the place that you want. It doesn't work really well if it goes slow. I already tried with nosecone. It's just if everyone's very like stick together, if they are really really close to each other. But if it doesn't goes like that, it's really really weird. It doesn't really apply well the effect that I want. So I think that's not worth. I have played 1 or 2 games with Tantrum. It's kind of funnier right now, but it's not like whoa good. It's like okay, it's much much better before. Before it was like kind of you kind of had to use a team like based on it, like with Junk Heap, Nemesis Prime, stuff like that, just to make it stay alive, and kill FFDs, MDS stuff around the map to like don't get like random losing 2 or 3 bots to FFDs, leaving the things unprotected. So it was kind of fair, like the boost. I think that it definitely needed. But I'm not sure how good it is. I'm definitely going to upgrade a lot of bots. Like, I think that, for instance, let me say, I think the Chantron is a bot worth leveling up. Nova Prime, I think I'm going to level it up as well. Iron Bison, still something that I'm working on. And I'm thinking about, in the Warriors, I'm thinking a lot about Breakdown Prime. I just like wanted to see if there is a 5-star coming soon, maybe. And Scrapper. I'm not sure about Scrapper because of the lack of a C11 on it. So I'm not sure how it's going to be and if it's going to be useful. It's going to be even more useful if it has an SA11, if it has a 5-star. To like don't invest in a 4-star with the SA11, then you have to reinvest everything in the 5-star after that. So there's a lot of interesting things going on that we need to see. And one of the things that I have thought about on the build bot scenario yet is the anti-cryo one. And I have checked a lot of the bots and most of the bots that have cryo. And thinking about how you can abuse the cryo mechanic. There's the Cryo+Eletric boosting everything up. And I have came up with a lot of interesting things. Most of the bots are upgrading right now, sadly. but I think I can like kind of show the theoretical things on the bots themselves. So the thing is, electric goes well with cryo. So what I'm going to do is to like kind of show like kind of pairs to each other, just to show like how my ideas are with the thing. But it's you don't need to exactly use these kind of bots, but like just bots that have like similar range on stuff, so they can go well with everything. There was these as well, yeah. And where's the other guy? Yeah. So the three better things that I have find out kinda was this six guys, the three duos here. Uh, you go Tarantulas, and because Tarantulas has all that triggers on the Forge of Solos and with the uh, Power Core triggering multiple times, and the SA being really good as well. Uh, it kind of makes a lot of damage by itself, but you can now go like make a zigzag with Tarantulas and hitting multiple targets in the middle of the map. Then you go Octo in the ways that they have reached, and you can do a lot of damage. You can do a lot of damage with the Octopunch right now, because of the multiple things boosting each other. I'm not sure who boosts who, so you might have a different order to go with. But I have tested other stuff, and the other stuff's like really well. It's like just because this is the slowest one, kind of like in order to do the combo thing, but the other ones are more instant. This one is super instant. You go, it's very simple. You just go Scrapno. Scrapno has an effect that applies for 8 seconds, so it sticks for a while. Then you go Insta after what you have stunned. You go Waspy, and Waspy makes crazy damage right now. Crazy damage. I'm even using Singe on it, because I want it to stay on the pitch the most possible, because it applies ridiculous amount of damage. I honestly believe that Waspy solo by itself maybe is just a reason enough for you to use anti-cryo. Just by Waspy by itself. I think it's just the new meta thing, the new meta shit, like hands down. And he can even improve even further. It's like crazy. He doesn't have a specific power core, but like that's definitely okay. It's not a problem. I'm not complaining. Please don't think I'm complaining. But like if it has something like Scourge or Dirge, whatever, that applies the ability damage and boosts something else on top of that. I'm talking about DPS, not maybe healing over damage, I don't know, or just protection through like random defenses, whatever. It's crazy good, and it doesn't even have an SA11 yet. But it applies a ridiculous amount of damage. It's like multiple times I have like aimed right into the MDSs and destroyed the MDSs with these and like fast, you know. It's not like T2 that's like damage over time. It's like instant damage, boom, go. It's really good in this aspect. And that there was a cluster that it was, I remember it was I'm going to build it up because I don't remember exactly how it was, like mentally. It was something like this. Yeah, I remember now. It was something like this. And this autocannon was with a Micronos. And there was a zone hill close to them. I will rather the autocannon just to get rid of the Micronos. Then I remember that I was and that I remember that I scrapped now the both MDSs and the shield gen and Waspy after that. It cleaned one of the MDSs, cleared the shield gen, and just after Waspy like returned to like the floor where when he finished the attack, the damage of the scrapness SA damage cleared the other one. And obviously, without the Micronos, it was destroyed, and the zone here was killed in the process. So it made an insane amount of damage. The team was really, really close, and the cluster was really, really like soon in the base. It's like normally I saw like being like from the second to third line of defense. It was more like the first to second line of defense. The cluster was like really soon in the map. But it worked really well. Really, really well. It applied an insane amount of damage. It was really, really good. Really, really glad it worked. That was like really cool. Where's the thing? How it was. It was like this. Oh my god, I don't remember how my base was. It's this. No. Yeah, remember now. Would be so bad if I say, oh yeah, I remember now. It's not even close to how it was before. That's all. That's like my stuff to do. Okay, but whatever. So that was like really, really good damage. That's like one of the things that I liked the most about the thing. And another thing that I have like even thought about was that there's Breakdown Prime to combo with stun things. So Breakdown Prime with Octopunch first. For example, the team that I like randomly made was with Tarantulas, because Tarantulas I like remember like immediately like, oh, it has Cryo now, like, so I mix it up with that. But one of the things that you can also do is to go Breakdown Prime with Galvatron, which is actually currently upgraded, the 4-star version of it. Because Galvatron stuns things right now. It does electric damage. And it makes and it combos with Cryo right now. So it's really, really good. Like, it adds a lot of creativity. Like, there's a lot of combos that are going to appear in the future, because there was like the thing with Acid Fire. It's just Acid Fire over and over again. And I actually believe that with the scale that the game have reached on like level and power and damage, stopping healing is better, but I think that most of the time applying more damage it's better as well. It's like it's not better as well. It's like it's as better as it is. It's like in a lot of different scenarios. So like it's almost evenly matching as a mechanic by itself, to be honest, because they're both really, really good. They are both really, really strong, and because the Cryo+Eletric has 30% damage boost instead of the 20 with the acid healing, with the anti-healing of acid fire. So like it's kind of to balance it up the mechanics as well, but also you most likely have 1 or 2 fracas in your team anyways. So the acid's almost there all the time. So For example, in this team, Octopunch can have fracas. I think Scrapper and Waspy can have fracas as well. So like you can place fracas with the anti-fire, with the Cryo+Electric, and have the best of all the worlds possible, and have like all the three main ones. I think that the fire boost was like just a bonus. I think that most likely you can place Fireline as well, just to have all the boosts possible. But I honestly believe that Electric Cryo is like the shit in the game right now. The things that people are going to be the things that is worth more testing, is worth more exploring, because it's a new thing and everyone wants to know which is the best combo of it. The fire things in general is going to be like more isolated things, like the Leo Prime, Toots Banks. Like you're going to be not make like teams around it, but like it's very be like so much a self-sufficient bot itself that's like don't need too much to help it up. A little bit more right now because of the nerfs, but they're going to be like more of a secondary thing. But in the end, the acid mainly with fracas right now, because I'm not sure how much Headstrong is going to stick because of the acid. But mainly acid stuff is going to be related with fracas. It's be like more of a supportive thing in general, because of the healing and the acid and everything. But I think that's going to apply more oftenly in the electric cryo than the fires by itself, you know. You can still use Headstrong and Leo Prime, T2, but it's not going to be as efficient as it was before. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's like the new ideas, new stuff I have tested and saw in the game. I'm really enjoying. I have made a little more tests. Yesterday I was able to beat the Nemesis with the what's the name, the last arc on Titan Assault. I went to streak 50. It was with this setup. I'm always like talking about Titan Assault stuff, just like update things. I didn't switch these with the blue skill, just to guarantee the acid boost. I think it's like more of the psychological thing, like, oh, this is applying more damage, this is applying more damage. Let's stick with it, you know. And just think a little bit better with 10% ability damage and 10% ability resistance. You're pretty much good to go. Just remember to go, not right now for me, normally I was going with the first, then second, then third as ability. But now, to guarantee the kill, you must go for the fourth, then the third, then the second, then the first ability. So the Fallout, then you go Magnetic Slash, then you go Shrapnel. So that's just a guarantee. It's a little bit tight, and you have to like kind of calculate the clouds as well. To like see where you're going to where you're going to apply which ability, which is like the more worth of ability to apply. But it's basically the same. It's very tight, but you can basically guarantee a win with this setup as well. Thanks so much for watching. Caliber out.